along with their teams, some actors, some designers. It will vary from show to show.
We're starting with some theater in the theater.
The name of the town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, just across the Massachusetts line. Latitude 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude 70 degrees, 37 minutes. The first act shows a day in our town. The day is May 7th, 1901. The time is just before dawn.
Mrs. Webb was the first role I played in high school back in 1906. I finally realized that it's an exquisite script. It's a beautiful play. And his work is incredibly deceptive. It seems quite naive in some ways, but it's really highly sophisticated, conceptually and formally. These are some quotes from Conversations with Thornton Wilder. The essential thing about a play or a novel is that it is the imaginative telling of a lie. Every human being lives only unique occasions, just as we all die one death. Likewise, of the millions of times that I love has been said, each time it is really said just once. So part of what's going on with our time is slippage in time and space. Time in terms of going forward and backwards, in terms of taking great leaps over it, spatially in terms of the absence of walls and any kind of fourth wall realism that's honored in any kind of way. In fact, a question that came up in rehearsal a few times is, can I see across through the corner of the Webb house to see so-and-so on Main Street over there? And the answer is, sure, why not? It's theater. The goal is to have everything come from the actors, for the actors to create, along with the support of what the designers are doing, to create this world and to invite you all into it. Having said that, I want to introduce the designers. Claudia Stevens is doing costumes, Mike Koppel who's doing the set, and Josh Cutler who's doing lighting, and I'm going to turn you guys loose for about 10 or 15 minutes.
We wanted to bring the audience into our world. So we decided to approach the space and have it set up so that two audience risers on either side, and the audience is always looking at another audience member. They're directly across from them, kind of like you and I are now.
We're not trying to hide the fact that we are sitting on a stage in a theater. We want you to notice that there are lights above your head, that there is a pin rail off to the side, that you walked in, and just kind of explore that world that you're in. And this is something that takes place in the moment right now, as you're experiencing it as we experience it.
A decision was made to sort of engage the actors in what they thought the clothes were like and about and that sort of thing. So the clothes have a process through the show of going from something that actors wear to rehearsal until really cementing it, I would say, in the flashback at the end of the play when Emily goes back in time and is greeted by that sense of the period feel for the clothes. So, and then it's a transition in between.
And one of the things that we're going to be working on, particularly with costumes, and I think lighting to some degree as well, is like, what is that middle transitional world like? And how
we go from this phase of being in a rehearsal, and hopefully without you really noticing a lot, we slowly start to produce this show. And by the time we get to that final flashback sequence, we are in a world that is more imaginative than the one we began in.